Ever wonder why, no matter how much research you do, the house always wins? It doesn't matter if it's football, tennis, or even ping pong, bookmakers always come out on top. Sure, you might hit a win here and there, maybe even a winning streak, but in the long run, the bookie wins every single time. And it's not because they predict results better than you. It's because the entire system is rigged in their favor. And you know what? Business is booming. Last year alone, over 10,000 online gambling platforms worldwide raked in nearly $100 billion in profits. And that number's only gonna grow. But here's the thing. You're not just fighting the system, you're fighting your own damn mind. So today, I'll break down exactly how bookmakers always win, even when you think you have an edge. Look, most people think bookmakers only make money when you lose a bet. Well, that's not entirely true. Their business model is much smarter than that. They don't give a damn who wins a match. Sure, they love it when an underdog pulls off a win, but their real goal is to balance the money on both sides of a bet while guaranteeing themselves a profit. This is why they always win. But what does this actually mean? Let me explain. Let's talk about that little thing called the hidden margin, overround. Let's take a simple example. Say there's a tennis match between player A and player B. In a fair world, if both had an equal chance of winning, the odds would be 2 for each, meaning a $10 bet would return $20 if you were right. But in reality, bookmakers don't offer those odds. Instead, they set them slightly lower, like 1.91 for both players. Why? Because they build in a hidden margin, known as the overround. This small difference guarantees them a profit, no matter the outcome. Even if you feel like you're making a smart bet, the math is always slightly against you. To make this system work, they need to balance the money on both sides of the bet. If they see too much money coming in on one player, they simply drop the odds for that player, making the bet less attractive, so more people start betting on the other player. Now you might think, so what if they make money this way? They're not taking it directly from me. But you'd be wrong. Imagine you place 100 bets of $10 each on even chance outcomes, just to make the calculation easier. You'd expect to win half of them and break even. But because the odds aren't 2 but 1.90, even if you win half, you'll only get back $950 instead of $1,000. That's $50 gone, purely because of the hidden margin. Of course, in the short term, you might win more or fewer bets. But over 1,000, 5,000, or 10,000 bets, your win rate will statistically settle close to 50%, and the bookmaker will always profit from that margin. This math also applies to three-way result bets, but the calculations are even trickier. And you might say, I wouldn't bet like that. I'll just bet on big teams that always win. Well, let's talk about the illusion of betting on sure wins. First of all, these bets have shit odds, so you need somewhere between 2 and 4 wins just to cover one loss. And losses on these types of matches happen more often than you'd think. Let's take another example. Let's say Barcelona plays the weakest team in La Liga and wins 5-1. You'd think everyone who bet on them won, right? Not really. Some people bet the weaker team wouldn't score. They lost. Others bet on under 4.5 goals, thinking it'd be a slow game. They lost. Some bet on Barcelona to win with over 6.5 corners, but they only had 5. Yep, they lost too. Hell, someone bet on Barcelona winning with fewer than 3 yellow cards. And what do you know? They got 4. Lost. See the pattern? Even when a match goes as expected, thousands of bettors still lose on all these extra betting markets. I've been there myself, losing on a match that ended 8-0 in favor of the stronger team. And that's exactly why bookmakers offer hundreds of betting options per match, to ensure that no matter what happens, plenty of bets still lose. Why accumulators are a trap. Bookmakers also win big on accumulator bets. You add all your bets into one big ticket, thinking you're going to hit it big, but you're almost guaranteed to lose. Why? Because the more matches you add, the higher the chance that at least one of them will go wrong. On a 10-match accumulator, The odds of winning all 10 are extremely low, and even if you do win one of these long-shot bets, you likely lost hundreds, maybe thousands before that. Meanwhile, a million other players lost billions on similar accumulator bets, ensuring that bookmakers make massive profits, even after paying out a few big wins. The psychological war. How bookmakers use your mind against you. Bookmakers aren't just number crunchers. They are masters of human psychology and know exactly how to manipulate you into betting more. The illusion of control. You feel like you have an advantage because you know the sport. You've analyzed the stats, checked injuries, and watched every game. But here's the truth. Professional analysts and data scientists also study these games, and even they get it wrong. Sports are too damn unpredictable, and bookmakers don't need to predict outcomes better than you. They just need to set the odds in a way that ensures they profit, no matter what. The near-miss effect. Ever lost a bet by just one goal? Or had only one leg of your accumulator fail? That's not just bad luck, it's a psychological trick. Bookmakers structure odds so that you experience more close losses than complete failures. A near miss either makes you feel like you almost won, keeping you coming back, convinced that next time you'll get it right, or it frustrates you, making you place another bet and so on. But with each bet, you start becoming more reckless and impulsive, throwing bets out without analyzing them. The psychological profile. Personalizing the manipulation. Bookmakers don't just rely on general strategies. They also tailor their approach to each individual bettor. They track your behavior, including your betting patterns, preferred sports, and even your deposit and withdrawal patterns. This data allows them to create a psychological profile for you. Once they understand your tendencies, they use this information to push you toward making decisions that benefit them. For example, if they know you chase losses, they'll target you with more aggressive promotions and bonuses, knowing that you're more likely to deposit and bet bigger amounts when you're frustrated. If you tend to bet impulsively, they'll flood you with obscure markets, keeping you engaged and constantly placing bets, even when you don't fully understand the odds. They aren't just trying to get you to bet more, they're using your own psychology against you. The bonus trap. Bookmakers love giving out free money, right? Those sign-up bonuses, free bets, and deposit bonuses seem generous, but they come with strings attached. When you claim a bonus, you have to meet strict conditions before withdrawing. If you end up losing the bonus and the money you deposited, you might feel frustrated and deposit even more. The bonus wasn't free. It was just bait to keep you playing. The trap of impatience. My personal experience. I've fallen into this trap myself. Many times, I wasn't patient enough to wait for matches in the big leagues. I just wanted to bet. I'd open the app, scroll through the available games, and end up placing bets on random football leagues like the Indian League or Indonesia's Third League. I had no real knowledge about these teams, but I still bet on them, because I just wanted action. And of course, I lost money. This is what bookmakers rely on. They know that most people don't have the discipline to wait for the right opportunity. They flood their platform with obscure leagues, so there's always something to bet on, 24/7. And when you're desperate to bet, you don't care what the game is. You just gamble. And that's exactly how they get you. How they keep your money. The verification scam. If you're new to a betting platform, withdrawing your winnings isn't as easy as depositing. When depositing, you just enter your card details and you're ready to play. But if you win and want to cash out, they throw obstacles in your way, especially if you haven't already verified your ID and payment method. Bookmakers will delay your verification process as much as possible, sometimes asking for additional documents, even if you've already provided everything they requested. All the while, they keep your money locked in your account for days or even weeks, hoping you'll get impatient and gamble it away. And most of the time, you will. This shit happened to me more than once. This is why so many gamblers end up losing everything. Their money never even makes it out of their betting account. In conclusion, beating the system is nearly impossible. It's like fighting a bear and hoping you have a chance. You wouldn't try that now, would you? Believe me, I tried every goddamn betting system, and nothing works in the long term. So don't try fighting a system designed to break you. All right, that's it for today. If you didn't know, I'm a gambling addict in recovery. These videos take a lot of time, effort, and energy to make, but they keep me focused and, hopefully, help someone else along the way. If you found this video useful, do me a favor. Hit that like button. It helps spread the message so more people can see the truth about gambling. Also, subscribe if you want to learn more about the ins and outs of gambling addiction. And if you're tired of being played by the gambling industry, make sure to subscribe for more. Stay smart, stay informed, and remember, the house always wins. See you in the next one.